My name is Dee, and I love to suffer, which was made painfully evident today by the emails that I got. Just as an opening, stop treating people in customer service jobs like ass. Please, please. But I beg, could you maybe not be so mean? My God. I had a different video planned for today, but I decided against that. The reason being is because I am working on a script for it, and it's kind of like very me, and I don't want to half-ass it. So I didn't want to half-ass that, so I decided to half-ass this. I thought about it last night before I was falling asleep because I figured it would be kind of fun to do. If you're new here, I'm a really big fan of horror. Pretty much the only type of media that I consume. I wanted to, I guess, keep on that track. I'm recording this on Halloween, so happy Halloween to all of the spooky bitches out there. The thought that I had was horror tropes that could never catch me ass out. And I was like, oh, I don't even have a list of horror tropes, but I did Google horror trope. And I know that some other crazy weirdo out there probably put together a good list. So I'm gonna go through that list and I'm gonna read the type of trope that it is. I'm going to explain why it would never work on me. I figure, considering I've watched so many horror movies and growing up just in the country itself, you're kind of used to things that most people aren't used to, like sounds in the woods and all of that other stuff. And your reaction is just completely different than, going out to investigate. Like, I would never do that. I would literally be like, I got a gun. Like, y'all want to play? If you want to play stupid games, you gonna win this stupid prize, which is a bullet in that ass. So that's pretty much it. I know that was kind of long-winded and a little weird. I found the list online, so I'm probably going to be looking up and down a whole lot because I don't have like an actual script. I'm just reading off of here and I'm just going to be kind of freestyling. I told y'all. I decided not to half-ass one thing and decided to half-ass the other. So this particular list is from a website called creepycatalog.com and it is horror movie tropes, the master list. So that's what we're going to be going off of. It was written by Jim Goad. I'm assuming that's how you say his last name. That's what we're going to be going through today on this spooky day of days. It doesn't have them numbered, which I think is a bit strange, but okay. The first one that's on the list is creepy music forewarning the viewer. I think that using music in horror films to, I guess, help tell the story, I don't think that that's a horror trope that I don't like. You don't get real live creepy music in your real life. You don't get music to cue that you're about to fucking fall off of a cliff or, I don't know, run into a wall like I did this morning. So, I don't know. That one's not really like a trope that I think is lame. I kind of enjoy those tropes. Like, well, that particular one, I don't know. I might not include that one on this. Anyway, the jump scare. I already talked about jump scares, and I've already talked about how 9 times out of 10, it's not even really a jump scare. It's just an orchestra sting. I messed that word up like 3 times just now. Or it's just, I don't know, something popping out at the camera, which I would consider startling instead of a scare. So jump scares, they occasionally get me. They don't scare me, they only startle me. So you can't catch me ass out with a jump scare because they're not scary. That's what it is. Sorry, that was long-winded as hell. Jump scares don't work because they're not scares. They're startling. Moving on. The next one is the evil clown. We already talked about this. I feel like we've already talked about a few of these, and the only reason that I'm laughing is because Art the Clown is one of my boyfriends. So I guess maybe when I was younger, they would have gotten me, but they can't get me now because I would be trying to chase him. Art the Clown, hit me up. Go ahead, hit me up, sir. That one won't work because I like Art the Clown. So scary clowns no longer work for me. It's not a real thing. So again, moving on. The don't go there. That one's self-explanatory. The instructions are in the trope. Don't go there. If I am in a neck of the woods I am not used to, and I run into the foreboding old man who works at the ramshackle shack, and he's like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend you go in there. I'ma listen. I'm gonna listen to that old man, because why wouldn't I listen to the native of that place? That makes no sense to me. Why would you continue to go to a place where, okay, it says you're in a place where you don't know, you're going to visit, or you're going to a cabin on Spooky Dick Lane, and you still decide to go? What's the point? If you run into somebody saying don't go there, girl, you better call Expedia or whoever the fuck set up your little plan and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and have to cancel that trip. The reason being is because I don't feel comfortable. I just ran into a spooky old man who told me that niggas died there. I would prefer not to. The trope won't work on me because I know how to listen. It literally says, don't go there. I won't. Next caller. This one, it's a little question marky. It's a wee bit question marky. The only reason being is because I've always been very clumsy. I want to say maybe 2-3 years ago, I almost cut the tip of my finger off because I was trying to punch a new hole in a belt with a knife. I'm very clumsy. I no longer have feeling in that front part of my finger. So let's run it back. I'm an adult, okay? I have autonomy over me. I have agency over me over here. I'm an adult. So this next trope is girl runs and falls. Now look here. I got a spooky, scary man chasing me. Either I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna run away from him. I'm not running upstairs. I'm not running somewhere fucking stupid. I am running. And I buy shoes strictly with the thought of, okay, can I run away from zombies in these? That is the criteria for me buying shoes, okay? So all of my shoes are already in the condition where I can run away from bad guys. I bought a pair of Crocs that are tennis shoes. Honey, not only are they super comfortable, they're very cute. Like they're on Amazon. They're so damn cute. But I bought those. And I know for a fact that I could get away from y'all if I really needed to. I ain't ran in a minute, so my stamina crazy. So whoever this serial killer is, I hope that you run every single day. Because if you are in the condition that I am, honey, my self-preservation, that fight or flight, it's gonna kick in. And if you catch me, best believe I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna beat your ass. So don't run after me. Don't pull up on me. Do not expect me to not give you a run for your money. Because I'm gonna start bop bop. I'm gonna really bop that ass up. So if you catch me, be ready to just go ahead and stab me. Because I'm gonna give you the old 1-2. So I feel like that one won't work. And it's silly because it's only used to like it says here, it's a great trick for building suspense. But the suspense is, okay, put yourself in my shoes. I'm a crazy person. Like I'm insane. And I go to a place where I end up getting chased by someone who's a serial killer and he doesn't realize that I'm also fucking crazy. We're gonna be chasing each other all night, my guy. Cause I'm gonna find something, I'm gonna be hunting your ass down. No, if you swing, baby, you better make that shit count. You better kill me. I have to find this meme. Cause if I get up while you chasing me and you don't kill me that first time, my guy, you have a bad time with me. You're gonna have a real bad time with me. If y'all have any movies where the person who's getting chased ends up becoming a crazy, I would love to know, because that's my kind of energy. Like you thought I was gonna be the victim. Nah, son. I got that ass. I'm coming after. I'm gonna beat your ass. The crazy girl that no one believes. Look, I really wish that I could say like, oh no, this wouldn't work. Why y'all got people around y'all that don't believe in you? I need to know. Why are there so many movies in which there is a child? Like, look, if I had a kid and my kid was like, I saw somebody in my room, I'm acting up. I'm not like, no, honey. Especially if it's not in that same energy that they give you. You know, when kids tell you something, or if they're like, oh my God, like this thing happened, and they're just kind of droning on, and you're like, that's so interesting. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. But if your baby walks up to you and it's like, there's somebody that's been standing outside of my window. I believe my child. I don't have any kids, but I believe my child. I believe my dog every time she goes to the window and she's like, it's somebody out there. I'm gonna go look. Even though she do this shit every time. She see a squirrel, she see another dog. I'm like, who out there? I'm gonna look. If I believe my dog every time she cried at the damn window, I'm absolutely going to believe my child. Okay? But that's not what this trope was about. It's the crazy girl that nobody believes. The example that they give is Cecilia, the main protagonist of The Invisible Man, and everybody was like, no, he's dead. So y'all are telling me that nobody knew how crazy this nigga was? Nobody? Like, the woman was smart. You trying to tell me she didn't tell anybody that this man not only was a genius, because only a genius will be making this Tony Stark ass stuff of the whole Invisible Man suit. You're trying to tell me nobody knew that this nigga was this crazy or this smart, that he made an invisibility cloak? He was on his Harry Potter? That's what y'all trying to tell me. That's cute. That's really cute that y'all are trying to convince me that no one knew what this man was capable of. That's ugly. That's dusty, musty, and crusty of y'all. So again, why do y'all have people around y'all that don't believe in you? Also, I think that the text message that I just got was from my girl Lindsay. I love you, Lindsay. You're literally the coolest, and I can't wait to become better friends with you. Yeah. Just a pause. She's the one I was really ranting to with this fucking resident that was all up in my ass. Look, I'm a nice person. I understand that there's a lot of people out there playing the whole nice, that's the trope, the nice guy trope. I'm not playing. I'm really nice. I believe in goodness and I try to be good. And when I talk to people, especially that I know that I have a positive relationship with, I am going to be extra polite. The conversation that I had today via email, your girl was in tears because I was angry. Like when I get mad, I get like angry tears, and I was literally in tears because I was so fucking frustrated. Stop gaslighting me. Anywho, okay, I'm gonna skip that one because like I don't know what to do because nature can beat my ass. This was nature's revenge. That doesn't fall into the list. The next one is to split up and everyone try to solve the problem separately. If I'm with a group, we gonna round this back around. I only move with people I trust can handle situations. Why are y'all in groups of people who are not like-minded and who cannot handle situations like you can handle situations? I'm moving with riders. I'm moving with get poppin' niggas. The pop-off boys. Those are who I'm moving with. So if we're put in a situation where there's somebody chasing us and trying to kill us off individually, there's nobody in my gang, in my squad, that won't be able to listen, work as a group, or move like I move. Fuck we separating for? That's dumb. The only time it makes sense to separate is if one of you guys is incapacitated. If one of y'all hurts your leg and you cannot walk and I can't get you nowhere, that's the only time I'm going to allow us to separate. Especially with me being a Negro, honey. That shit, just like in movies, it reflects in real life. Baby, I would die first. No, we ain't separating. We not separating. I refuse. Absolutely fucking not. The reason that this one can't get me is I move with niggas who move like me. Next caller. The underwater foot grab. Look, I was a swimmer. I was fantastic, okay? I have medals. I was a fantastic swimmer. I am still to this day a very strong swimmer. My stamina is damn near zero, but I could get moving. If I need to, I stroke, honey. The underwater foot grab, the reason this would not work on me is absolutely fucking hilarious. The reason that this wouldn't work on me is because I can't float. I cannot float. When people see me, if they meet me, they think that I weigh less than I actually do. Men who have tried to flirt with me, look, okay, I need y'all to lean in real quick. Men, do not flirt with women by picking them up. It's fucking weird and it ends up embarrassing you and the woman you are picking up. So unless y'all have already had the conversation saying, oh, I think it's so cute when guys pick me up, don't be picking bitches up. I had somebody pick me up and honey, before he did it, I said, hey, look, I'm a level with you. I'm a dense bitch. I'm a heavy. Okay? I don't look like I'm heavy, but I'm heavy. I've been heavy for a minute. When I was in the military and we would get weighed after our PT test, I'm in my PTs. T-shirt, shorts, socks, running shoes. Nothing in my pockets. Every single time them people would weigh me, they would say, you got something in your pocket? And I'd have to look at these grown men in their faces and say, no, Sergeant, I do not. I'm just heavy. And that was when I was at my fighting weight. I'm heavier now. Don't be picking bitches up. Because as soon as I hear you go, now we both embarrassed. And you gonna keep trying to follow through because you don't want to further your embarrassment. But pro tip is going to further your embarrassment and you're gonna be real fucking mad because we both look dumb. You're gonna realize that I'm a heavy bitch and everyone else is gonna realize that you not as strong as you look. So let's just go ahead and save us the trouble and you not do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Please don't do it. But anyway, the reason that the underwater foot grab won't work is because, baby, if I'm in water that is deep enough that I can't touch the ground, I'm swimming. I'm actively swimming. You are not going to grab me in the lake, in the ocean, in the pool, in the pond, in the puddle. Because if I am in water that is deep enough, I'm swimming because I can't float. And treading water is damn near impossible for me. I was a swimmer. Like, I need y'all to understand. As soon as I dive in and I hit the water, I'm moving. I was a swimmer. I don't get in the water to play. I come for fucking trophies and medals, honey. That's why I'm here. So So the underwater foot grab don't work because I'm moving. You gonna have to chase me. You have to chase me. Ape sapien, you gonna have to chase me, hunty. Man from Shape of Water, you're gonna have to chase me. You gonna probably catch me if you're an aquatic creature because I move fast for a human, but amphibian shit, on shark shit, I can't. The next trope that is up is cute child doing creepy things. I fight kids. That's why I don't have any kids, because I fight kids. You have me babysit and your baby turns around and is saying, oh, my friend's finally here to visit. And I'm like, who, girl? It's just me and you. The one behind you. I'm a bop. I'm a bop that ass. I'm gonna swing on you. I'm gonna hit you directly in your fucking face. Don't play with me. I don't like playing games. When I go to parties and we drink, I go there to drown demons. I'm not playing no drinking games with you niggas. I don't play games. So when your little baby is drawing out the dark-haired woman that she saw come from under her bed, not only am I shoving a bunch of shit under their bed until you come home, and we are barricading ourselves in an area in which I know all of the exits and I can get us out of there ASAP Rocky. Kids doing creepy shit. I fight kids. Period. Moving on. Next caller. See, the next one that is on this particular list is a trope, but I technically am this trope because I'm the Deus Ex Machina. I'm the I fix shit bitch. I fix things. That's what I do. So I'm this person. It's the Deus Ex Machina, the expert, the person who knows all of the exposition and knows everything about all of the killers and yada yada yada. I've watched enough horror movies to know all of the things that a killer in the movie sense will do. Like, I read bitches. So technically this one works because it's me. I don't know. Next one. An older demonologist with newspaper clippings that explains the evil origins. That's Google. Who the fuck still got who do newspaper clippings? Whose peepaw is this referring to? Because we have Google. I'm a Bella Swan that bitch. I'm gonna get on there and be like, vampires. This one won't work on me because who still has newspaper clippings? Who still reads a newspaper? Y'all be getting newspapers? I didn't realize this was the 1950s. I thought this was Beyonce's and Blue Ivy's 2020. Girl, move. Newspaper fucking clippings. Boo. Evil dolls that comes to life. I'm grown. I'm 480. I don't have no dolls in my house. I only have plushies. And you know what? All my plushies is riders. They fight demons for me every single night. And I sleep under a weighted blanket. Demons can't get me because I'm washed in the blood of Christ. And by the blood of Christ, I mean my plushies. I have weighted plushies who don't fall off the bed. So if them demons decide to bring their asses up from underneath my bed, they cannot get past my weighted blanket, and they cannot get past my plushies because they are weighted too. Don't work for me. And evil dolls coming to life. Why y'all act like fire don't exist? Y'all trying to tell me y'all don't got a lighter? You don't want to pop that little bitch in the oven? We do witch shit over here. No sir, no ma'am. And my ancestors ain't gonna let you prosper. They gonna look down and say, bah! That one won't work because my ancestors, not over here. We do witch shit. You better ask the whole family I have from Louisiana. Them Creole people. My great aunt split fucking storms in half, baby. We don't do that over here. Little evil doll, I throw it away. When I was younger, my uncle brought a mannequin head to our house and I was horrified by it. I was mortified. I was like, why would he do this? Just say you don't like me and go. Why would you do that? So I could have sworn that mannequin head was turning and watching me while I was asleep. Now, I don't know if that was just my memory playing tricks on me, but the next time he came over, honey, when I tell you I went to his truck and stuck that motherfucker in the back seat, hid it under some shit, and I put it back in his back seat. I said, you can go back to where you came from. I'm sending you home because you don't want to be here. I listen. You say you don't want to be here because you was out here turning your head and watching me and shit while I was asleep. Girl, I'm gonna let you go home. And I don't know if he ever found that mannequin head, but it never showed back up in my house. We get rid of evil shit. Why you act like fire don't exist? Pop it in the oven, burn it, and then hit your house with some sage. Next one. The final girl. You know why this one won't work on me? The reason that the final girl trope won't work on me is because not only do I not get into these situations, I could never be a final girl. Because the rules, they're too strict. I'm a hoe. I'm wearing a shirt that says pussy meat. This trope won't work on me because I couldn't be the final girl. I'm the girl who doesn't get into these problems. I'm the girl who ain't with it. And I'm the girl who sucked a few dicks. Couldn't be the final girl. Next trope. Okay, the refrigerator door trick. If you don't know what the refrigerator door trick is, it's a lot like the medicine cabinet trick. We gonna knock these two out at the same time. Ain't nobody in my house that ain't supposed to be there. Need I remind you, this is Texas. We're in Texas. You not in my house unless I invite you here. And my dogs be doing too much for you to hide in this bitch. And if you kill my dogs, you're already dead. You just don't know it. So that trick of the, oh, I'm hungry, it's 2 a.m, I'm open it. You ain't in my house. You are not in my motherfucking house. Get? You're not in my home. And the medicine cabinet, who still got medicine cabinets? Whose medicine cabinet is the direct center? I don't have a home. I'm a millennial, as in I've been alive for 6 millennia. I don't have a medicine. I take that back. I do have a medicine cabinet in my apartment, but it doesn't have a mirror on it. It's to the side. I have a big main mirror. That doesn't work. It's stupid. I hate that that's still even a trope. The only way that that would ever work is if you still live in a home and your home is a bit older. But most times, people who are in horror movies and people who have medicine cabinets, the rest of their house is so extravagant and so crazy. And I'm like, you have this fucking 3-story home and you still have an old ass medicine cabinet from the 1960s. Grow up. That's not a real thing anymore. So that's a stupid fucking trope to continue to have in Lord Lucifer's 2020. No, hold on, what? Okay, so this one says, a diverse group of teenagers who wandered into this haunted burial ground one by one instead of all at once. Girl, where they do that at? Where's that? Whereas the teens always stupidly decide to split up, the monster always decides to stupidly pick them off one at a time anyway. What? Big and strong and scary enough to kill them all at once, but that would make for a 10-minute movie. You need the monster to at least take enough time killing the teens that the audience don't feel cheated. I don't understand that. We're gonna skip that one because I don't understand that one. And I don't know which movie they're referencing. Girl, give me some insight. You're making this difficult for me. Okay, so the no cell phone service. I need y'all to know that in 2020, your cell phone can still reach 911. If you don't have a SIM card inserted, if you don't have any kind of signal, your phone can still reach 911. Any phone, any smartphone, like a recent one, I'd say from 2017 all the way up until now, maybe even a little later than that, if you press your power button, I think 3 or 4 times, it will automatically call 911. If you are being chased by someone spooky ooky and you still have your phone in your hand, the whole time you running, you better be knees and chest pressing the shit out of that button on the side. Because no matter what, you're going to get in contact with somebody. This one don't work because we live in 2020, sis. No bars. Oh my God. Stupid. Lost critical item, like keys. How you get that far away from your car? Anyway, now that I found my keys, the car suddenly doesn't start. What spooky ooky boy out here worried about your car? And if you got back to the car, baby, fight or flight, take off running again. Take off running again. And where y'all going that y'all so far away from people that y'all can't reach another human being? Either that or get ready to throw hands. Bop, bop. You don't got nothing in your car? I, for one, have a whole ass machete in my vehicle right on the side. If I need to grab it, I'm a bop. And on top of that, I have a whole screwdriver under the passenger seat. So if I can't get to the machete, which is right by my leg, I'm gonna reach over and grab that and hit him in the fucking face. Car don't start and you pull up on me, you get macheted. I'm gonna chop your ass up. The abandoned place. I'm not going to no abandoned place. As a next trope. The abandoned place. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I don't go to abandoned places that aren't in places that I don't know. I have what the kids call trauma. So I am hypervigilant. So I'm constantly head on the swivel. I always know what's around me. Even when you think I'm having a good time and I don't know, I know what's around me. So why would I go to the abandoned place? Let's go to this old mausoleum. Are you dumb? Is it crack? It's gotta be crack. Is it worms? You got worms in your fucking head. You invite my black ass to an abandoned mausoleum. Have fun dying by yourself. It's really cool knowing you. Do you want to leave me anything before you go? That won't work on me because I don't go to stupid ass abandoned places I'm not already privy to. The vengeful spirit. How did the spirit get vengeful in the first place? This trope is the vengeful spirit. How did it get vengeful in the first place? Did it have anything to do with me or my ancestors? Probably not. Negro. If anything, the vengeful spirits are somebody who, are my ancestors. And they're not even mad at me. There's not a single spirit out there that I've made mad other than maybe old racists. But I dare you. I dare you to try it, old racists. Old dead racist ghosts. I dare you to try it. Also, speaking of that, why aren't there enough movies about vengeful black spirits or vengeful native spirits? Because we need that, because they wouldn't be stopped. They wouldn't be stopped. It's always like old white people. Why this little Puritan child chasing me? Girl, you could scare her ass. Pull out your iPad. Be like, ah. Scare the shit out of the ghost. Be like, oh my God, what is that? Those don't make sense. Those spirits don't make sense. You could scare an old Puritan spirit with literally any modern device and they wouldn't fuck with you anymore. Like, and the only reason that I know for a fact that you'd be able to do that is because, like, imagine going back and shit, taking a guitar, like an electric guitar, and plugging that bitch in would scare the shit out of them. You would immediately be burned as a witch. I could scare a ghost. The ghosts that they're talking about here, these vengeful spirits, they're always white people. I could scare those ghosts. I'm not worried about them. The weapon's just out of reach when you're being choked. I am the weapon. I know it sounds like I'm gassing myself, but when you don't give a fuck about your life and you getting chased by somebody who is trying to take said life, I'ma probably say thank you. You trying to kill me and I'm gonna say thank you, sir. I was trying to check out and you know what? You're really doing me a big favor, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I was really tired of this shit. So that one, not only am I the weapon is tired. Hold on, let me see. The way that this one's worded, let me read this exactly. The way that this is worded is ridiculous. The lights just happen to turn out one by one as killer approaches. I'm not making fun of anyone whose English is not their first language because guess what, honey? If you know English in any other language, you're already smarter than me. So this is definitely not me making fun of people who don't have English as their primary, like their first language, their mother language, their mother tongue. It was just worded weird. I didn't like that. Grammatically, that made me a little like, what? The lights turn out one by one. Why? This one won't work because there's no point in which I am stopping to watch said killer chasing me to even see the lights going out. I'm gone. Cue the video of The Descent where she's full on booking it down the hallway. I'm not staying in one spot to watch the lights go out. You're ridiculous. I'm not standing there and waiting for you to come kill me, sir. No, I'm gonna give you a little run for your money. You won't have to chase me. Come chase me. Running down the middle of the road while being chased by the killer in the car. I zigzag. Unless this man is with... So, okay, I guess it really just depends on where you are. So, are you in the woods? Like, are you, like, on a dark road in the woods? Run into the woods. Like, you better zigzag on his ass. Like, this isn't Prometheus. I'm not gonna run straight. I'm gonna be pop, 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 pop. You're gonna have to try to catch me, sir. And if we're in a neighborhood, run through this house because I'm definitely jumping fences. Another thing that really bothers me is when people are being chased. Let's bring this back to Hush. So the very first scene where you see the girl who was friends with the deaf girl beating on the window saying, "Please see me." Why you ain't break the window? I would have broke her window. If I was stupid enough to take my ass to my deaf friend's house and get both of us killed, and you beating on the window saying, "Please see me," girl, I'm breaking your window to get in. You must have really not wanted to get seen. I'm breaking the window to get in that bitch. So if it comes down to me being chased by someone who has access to a car and a road in which they can drive that vehicle, I'm going to go somewhere where the vehicle can't go. Why are you running straight? Why are you running zigzag? It wasn't. The next trope is it wasn't really dead. Why do y'all stop bludgeoning said bad guy once they stop moving? I'm going to decapitate you, sir. Whatever I'm using, I'm going to make it sharp enough to take your cap off. I'm going to peel it back. I'm going to take your whole head off. Like if I get you to the point where I bludgeon you, I'm going to keep going until your shit looks like soup. That one won't work because he is really dead. Looking good after the demon exits your body. Don't know if demons want to be in here. It's not no demons trying to possess me. I'm too much work. Because I'm going to be in there like, why you make us ashy? You don't want to put no lip gloss on? You throwing up? Why you throwing up? You don't like food? You came all the way up from hell to throw up everything I just ate, stupid. You don't want to drink no water? You wasn't hot? You don't want to sit in the AC? You came all the way up here from hell to act a fool and then die again? Dumb. Why y'all don't be possessing nobody and then like getting a better job? Like, how long y'all been demons? Y'all didn't read no book? Y'all didn't learn how Wi-Fi works? Y'all didn't learn coding? You don't want to make your life better. You just want to go do dumb shit so you can go back to hell again. And then you gotta wait a coon's age to possess somebody else? Ghetto. That's ghetto as fuck. Demons don't want to be in here because I'm gonna make them learn a new language. Oh, actually, they already be knowing. Like, you don't want to become a translator, Mr. Demon? You didn't want to learn how to play like guitar or something? You know, back in the days where demons was really popping, them niggas used to play like lutes and stuff. You don't want to start a band? You don't have no skills that you could use to really turn up on these niggas? Silly. You don't want to open a club or something? That's dumb. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about it. Like, if I was a demon and I like finally got a chance to possess somebody and I came up here just to throw up and curse people out in fucking Latin. You don't want to become a professor? You don't want to get your tenure? Silly. How many tropes? Okay, this trope is the kid doesn't realize it's a ghost. I can only think of like 2 movies in which that happened. Yeah, I can only think of like 2. And honestly, this one might get me because if I was dead and I didn't realize it and I still had to go to work and shit, when I tell you the way I would be so fucking pissed, that would make me a vengeful spirit. If I found out right now that I was dead and I had to go and clock in and deal with the shit I was dealing with at work today as a dead person, bitch, I fuck everybody's shit up. I'm making sure all you niggas have a bad time. I'm making sure all of y'all are fucking miserable. The one last scare, that's kind of like the he wasn't really dead one. And 9 times out of 10, that one last scare trope is used for the viewer. I'm going after this as if it were me. There is no one last scare. You're decapitated. You don't have a fucking head anymore. Unless you got up as a supernatural entity and rolled your fucking skull over to me, that won't work because you're dead. I feel like I kind of blew through that fast. I went through that trope list fast. Also, just the reason that I even thought of this list, I've watched a few movies or I've listened to a few creepypastas in which skinwalkers were outside of people's cabins or homes or some shit pretending to be a dead loved one. I know them niggas is dead. There is no way you could trick me into coming outside by pretending to be my grandma. She been dead for a minute. So Lorraine, if Lorraine get up out the dirt and is calling my name, girl, you better go back to where the fuck you came from. You not coming in here. And if you do come in here, I'm gonna light your ass up. So, try again. You know what? If you are a skinwalker and you are watching this, the way to get me is to pretend to be a lost dog, transform into a cute lost dog, and you will get me every single time. But you trying to pretend to be my grandma? She been dead. You trying to be my mom? She lived 2 hours away. What your ass doing down here? And you didn't call me? If you didn't call me, you especially ain't coming in here. Don't be popping up and surprising me. That trope don't work because I don't like surprises. Here are some intrusive thoughts.
A few different types of grasses today for absolutely no reason. This is buffalo grass. This type of grass normally sprouts out from your lawn. It's called finger grass or crabgrass.